All right, guys, last pillar is pillar 6. That is, youth should participate in physical conditioning that helps reduce the risk of injury to ensure their ongoing participation in long-term athletic development programs. So there's a couple things. Coach Fernando is going to touch on one. I'm going to touch on the other. One thing is obesity epidemic in childs are growing at a pretty scary rate. They need to participate in some sort of physical conditioning to help offset that. We kind of mentioned in another pillar that'll help them with lifestyles going on. But you know, when you're overweight and things like that, that also can lead to injury over time because of the excess mass that you're carrying with the force that you're going to absorb on the ground, all the other things that go into it. So starting, and that doesn't just mean like, hey, my kid's a little chubby or things like that. Obviously, they're going to grow in and they're going to develop, but we should start that at a young age. And it's not something that we look at our kids that are maybe a little bit overweight and say, we need to get you on a diet plan or anything like that. We just want to start the aspects of physical activity to get them used to that, to help them when they're going to develop, to help them get a little bit more where injury risk is not going to be a big factor for them.
Yeah, talking about injury risk, another thing is we are big advocates of lifting in the youth. I know there's been a lot of misconceptions saying that youth shouldn't lift because it's going to hurt their growth plates. But if you think about this, anytime they jump, land, sprint, there's going to be so much more force. You got to think gravity acts with 9.81 meters per second squared of force. So that is going to be a lot more force whenever somebody jumps than doing like a 10-pound goblet squat. Obviously, there's smart ways to program. We're not going to put our kids doing like an 8-year-old doing a max effort back squat, but we're going to slowly kind of feed them in and progressively overload their joints and teaching them how to absorb force and making their joints stronger little by little, so then they can be able to absorb all that force out in sport.
Okay, and then the last thing, again, the big thing it touches on reduce risk of injury. That is one of the key factors in any strength and conditioning program, whether it's youth, collegiate, professional, whatever. We always talk about prevention and performance. So half our program is for prevention. Obviously, you can't prevent injury, but you guys get where we're going on this. We're trying to reduce the risk of injury with half our program. The other program is obviously performance, because we want them to be able to perform. You can't just be all performance. So if it's like I want to increase my vertical jump and all I do is jump, eventually something might go off. So we need to help them prevent as well as perform. And that's a big thing with Coach Fernando mentioned, the progressive overload with the weights. And then again, like he said, there's smart ways to do it. There are very bad programs out there. There are very good programs out there. Knowing how to progress the youth is something we take pride in. So it's not just like, hey, we did this in college, we're going to do the same thing with you because it worked for us. I have to understand the different biological things that are going on at the levels that are going on and where they're at in their training age, like we mentioned before. But stay tuned. We'll be back on it for 7, 8, 9, and 10 next time.